There's an extra event today. It's for regional timings, different end times for different regions. Let's play it and talk about it. Hey, I'm Mike. There's an extra event in today. It's finishing at lunchtime tomorrow. It's to trial different end times for different regions. Obviously in top drives, everyone's events end at 10 PM UK time. Now that's fine if you're me and you live in the middle of England. But if you live anywhere outside Europe, further across the world, that end time could be in the middle of the night, it could be while you're at work, it could be all sorts of times that are inconvenient to you. That puts you at a disadvantage. I know the disadvantages for the whole region. If you're asleep, so are most of the other people in your region. But that doesn't make Top Drives a very convenient game for you to play if you live in one of those places. So what Hutch are trying to do, they've done it before, is set up a couple of different events. One for the European servers, one for the Asian servers, one for the American servers, that finish at different times that are more convenient for those people in that region. Now, I need to point out now that this is not more convenient for the people in the UK or in Europe. This is finishing at 1 PM UK time, which is kind of inconvenient for everybody in Europe and the UK. That's 2 PM in the main part of Europe. That's a pain on a work day. So why we've got a change of time, why ours isn't normal 10 PM, I don't know. Maybe it's because there's other events happening today and tomorrow that are clogging up that 10 PM period. But it is weird. I haven't worked out the time difference of when this 1 PM in the UK finishes for the Asia server and for the American server. I presume it's as inconvenient for them as it is for us. Now this is a trial. I think with less people playing because it's a work day in the middle of the day. Let's see what we can do anyway. Let's earn some extra flags and some packs. This is the track sets. It's 2 city streets, 2 drags and a twisty. Pretty simple stuff. Nothing too much to worry about. What we're using is the American Overdrive cars, which at this stage lots of people have them and lots of people have them upgraded. I'm going with a Chevrolet Corvette at 123. It's my best car. We need 2 medium cars, remember? So let's find those 2 cars. I already know what they are. They're going to be the orange Blackwing. We'll put them in. They're both 233. And then we need 2 more cars. 1 twisty, 1 drag. I picked up a Draco relatively recently. I've not really used it yet. It's still at 111. I'm not going to put any upgrades in it. But it's probably a good car for this. I think it's got okay MOA and good top speed. I think I'm going to use the blue Corvette as well because it's a pretty good car. In fact, it outdrives the legendary Corvette on quite a lot of tracks. The legendary Corvette at 111, that is. Let's play a few. Let's play 5, in fact. Let's play our 5 tickets, see where we are. Here we go. Right, so it's pretty easy to work out actually, because the slalom ends up being one of my 2 Corvettes, the city streets are obvious, and the other drags are just where I put them. The legendary Corvette has pretty good MOA, I think. It's not too bad, but we'll see how it pans out. It might well be the twisty car. Okay, 14th, 36 people out of 100 in the bracket so far. Let's go again. City, city, slalom, drag, drag. The nice thing about the blue Corvette is it has a very low 0-60, which hopefully that carries on to 100 and gets it there like it just has against that Dodge drag car. Okay, we're in 11th after 2. Let's keep going. Let's plow through this. This isn't going to be a long video. What I'm going to do is start telling you about regional stuff. Now, I know Blossom has a 5 AM, it's something like that, end time for his events, and that has caused him problems recently. Not so much in the past when he was young. Now he's got to work and jobs and stuff harder. So I'm presuming most people in Asia are in that bracket somewhere between 3 AM, 8 AM, that kind of stuff. That's mega inconvenient. Either you're asleep or you're getting ready to go to work or school or whatever you do. I think that's a real pain. I think regional stuff should have come in a long time ago for those people out of the main time slot. You could argue that the British time slot of 10 p.m. would be better at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. I'd prefer it to be 11 p.m. to be honest, because that's a quieter time for me. 10 p.m. my family is still moving around, we're watching television together, that kind of stuff. But I'm okay with 10 p.m. Let's change the UK one. UK one's good, and I think it's pretty okay for Europe. Majority of the adults who are playing in Europe, I guess it's in the region of 11 p.m, 12 p.m, that kind of stuff. So they definitely don't want to change our region. However, I suspect most other people, I know the Australians also have a really hard time with timings and stuff. There's real difficulties with some of the timings. Regional stuff really does need to be fixed, and pretty quickly. You wouldn't think it would be too difficult to do. I mean, this event has been run before and it seemed to work okay. I don't obviously have access to the statistics and the analysis that Hutch have done on these things in the past, but this isn't the first one where we've had a split timing. I believe I remember another one anyway. So it does seem like it really is necessary. Anyway, that's my 5 tickets played. I'm 5-0. I'm in the top 3. We'll call that top 3. It's borderline 2-3, I guess. We'll leave it there. Okay, I intended to record a lot more. I've been playing every ticket. I intended to record a lot more, but I haven't. I'm 32-8. I was 32-4 for a long time, 32-2. But this Patrick guy, who was hanging around not playing for ages, decided to play, and he's hitting me, even though it's top 2 get tier 1. So he doesn't need to hit me. He could have hit the other guy. I suspect he has hit the other guy, but also I suspect he just wants to show a bit of dominance and hit me a few times. Hopefully he won't knock me down and just play every ticket against me, because I've been playing hard to get this double ceramic and tier 1. I'm not really after the double ceramic, to be honest with you. What I'm after is flags at the moment. We've got an update next week, and I am collecting flags to get the epic tokens, which will allow me to pick up some cards next week when I redeem them after the update has dropped. Now, of course, you're not going to get a new car necessarily. You're going to get an old car with the epics, but it's worth a punt. Certainly, there's no point redeeming the epic tokens now when we could hold them for another week and redeem them with a bigger car pool of cars that I need. I also have 2 carbon fibres that I'm holding, also from the flags. I'm also holding the tokens from the daily objectives, which I should have 3 weeks worth, potentially on my way to 4 weeks worth, and obviously I'm saving cash as well and gold. So it should be pretty good opening next week for me. Get some good cars, hopefully, from the new update. Anyway, back to the game. So what's happening is I'm just throwing in cars because the cars below Patrick I can beat. I can't beat Patrick. Patrick's got a dominant hand. He hasn't been playing through the day, which has been good, but that's okay. It is top 2, so there's no real need for me to try and beat him or him to beat me, honestly, as long as we beat the other people below. And I am playing pretty hard because I have a better hand than everyone at sort of 4 downwards. So I'm hitting whoever's in 4th, basically, and I have been throughout today. There's only a couple of minutes left, and then we'll get the rewards. It's not a greatest event. I just thought we'll play a bit of event before all the hoo-ha of teasers and all that kind of stuff comes out this week. Let's get this done and do a little bit of a talk about regional timings. So, if you are in a weird region, now that's a weird thing to say. If you're in a different region to me, there's nothing weird about being in another part of the world. If you're in a different region to me, put down in the comments below what time your events finish, because I'll be really interested in the spread. I suspect most of my viewers are probably in the UK, in Europe maybe, certainly in the English-speaking part of the world, which of course is America and Australia and all those sort of things, which are very different regions. But I'll be interested to see how many of you are out of my European region and struggle really with being at work or asleep when the events end. So do let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to know. I've not asked you that sort of thing before. Anyway, this is the last ticket of the batch and the last ticket of the event. So let's quickly throw them in and get another card and another win under our belt. That's a draw in the first race. Let's skip it. 150 to 0, 2 stars. That gets us the last 2 cards on that prize board. And we are 41 for 9. Hopefully too far ahead now to be caught in 1 minute. Way too far ahead. Okay, result. So we got a score of plus 50, which means we did get tier 1, which was pretty inevitable the amount I've been playing compared to other people. The important thing here is the double ceramic and lots of flags. Let's see what's in the double ceramic. That's a Buick, Alfa, Buick, Dodge, Ford Escort, Peugeot Rare, that's a Mazda Rare, Citroen Super Rare, Acura Super Rare, oh, third Super Rare, Holden, and there's the cash. And some gold, which is always welcome, Renault, and 50 flags, which is good for a bonus event. What I can show you now, there's no point going and looking at the cards, and I can show you what I was talking about in an earlier segment. Was it last night or this morning? I'll show you my flags. So we'll redeem these flags that I've just won, which will get us another epic token, and then I can show you the tokens that I've got available to me to redeem next week when the update drops, presuming that everything goes to shit. Okay, that's that. So there's another epic token. Right, so if we look at the CF fragments, yep, I can pick up 2 carbon fibers, and epics, I've got enough for 2 epics, but potentially might be able to get on my way to a 3rd epic as well before the season finishes. So that's awesome. Thank you for watching this video. Please do comment about where you are in the world below, what your time is when the finish time for events are. I am really interested in hearing that. But thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed, but get yourself out of here because we are done.